great relationship with Europe.
A blunt statement from President Donald Trump on Ukraine's aspirations for NATO membership.
NATO you can forget about. I think that's probably the reason the whole thing started.
Trump will meet face-to-face in Washington with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskyy on Friday, he says, to sign a rare earth minerals deal. But the U.S. president will not give any security guarantees to Ukraine in exchange and says Europe must pick up the slack.
As you know, we're in for probably $350 billion. Europe is in for $100 billion. And that's a big difference. It's very important for Europe, and they hopefully will step up and do maybe more than they're doing, and maybe a lot more.
The Ukrainian leader has an equally blunt agenda for his meeting with Donald Trump.
My question will be very direct, if the United States will stop support or not.
Zelenskyy has warned no agreement can succeed without sufficient Western security.
This agreement could be part of future security guarantees. But I want to understand, an agreement is an agreement, but we need to understand the broader vision. What lies next for Ukraine? Where we are in all of this.
The question is access to billions of dollars in rare earth minerals in Ukraine. A protest against that was staged outside the U.S. Embassy in Kyiv early on Wednesday. Those here are angry not at what their country was giving up, but what it might not be getting in return. While there's some confusion about whether or not a rare earth minerals deal will be signed here in Washington Friday between the U.S. and Ukraine, there is no confusion among many European leaders about security, as British Prime Minister arrives here Thursday to discuss that point with the President.
The worst of all outcomes, if there's to be a cessation of hostilities, is that it is a short break rather than sustained and lasting peace. And I think that means there's got to be security guarantees.
While meeting with his cabinet for the first time on Wednesday, Trump was asked if Russian President Vladimir Putin will also have to make concessions to end the three-year war.
He's going to have to.
He declined to say what sort of concessions, but hopes to meet with the Russian leader soon. Craig Boswell, TRT World, Washington.